Hello, I'm Noah Lintow, and today on Webcam Tips on Fishing Michigan, I'm going to talk to you guys about narrowing down your color scheme on crankbaits. Uh, lure companies nowadays are making hundreds, literally hundreds of colors for just one specific type of lure, and I'm here to help you narrow that down. A big factor in this is water clarity. If you got clear water, you can see 10 feet. You're going to want to use a natural looking bait, sort of like you know, this bloody shatter crank, this bloody shatter crappie, or this red eye bass, baby bass. That's what I would like. That's the fish are going to be able to see that bait real good. And if you're using one of these, the fish doesn't naturally look like that, so they're not going to hit that bait. When you're in stained water, purple, chartreuse, white, those baits are gonna any bait that helps or bring in or attract fish from long distances that they'll be able to see. Kind of like this bomber, it's got that white and chartreuse there, and the blue back. That would be a good bait. Also, loud rattles help also sometimes too. Hopefully you can hear that one. And another thing is when you're on fish and then all of a sudden they stop biting. It happens to a lot of us, all of us. And there's three things. Most people would just be like, all right, they moved, let's go. You should do three things before you say that. First is change your size. Uh, Many bass will just right there change on you. New bait pod will come storming through, and then they're just gonna be keen on that school bait fishing. That could be a different shape or color, which is our next one. Color, change your color. That could also be a big thing. And another thing, as I mentioned earlier, is the rattle. You got a crankbait and it's rattling loud, you know, and you're trucking through there and you're nailing them when else and they stop. Another thing you might want to do is, change your uh, crankbait to a non-rattle. That might help. And our last thing, I said three, but fourth thing, you can just change your bait. And then change your bait. Fishing crankbaits, not working around cover or whatever. Try a worm or a Cinco or something like that, or a jig. And if they're still not hitting that, then I think it's time to move to a different spot. Back to our colors, when you're using muddy, you're going to want to use about, chartreuse, you got your bright oranges. Here I got a bright orange jig right there. I catch bass on that in stained water. Also, pike. Pike love orange. Great color for pike. And yeah, that's about it. So to sum it up, muddy, you want your bright, visible colors with rattles, and stained, sort of in between. You can use a rattle, but I like to use my rattles because the vibration brings in the fish. But when you stained, your whites, again, your whites, light chartreuses, your blues, purples, that's gonna do good for you and get the fish in the boat. And then clear water, make sure you're using natural colors, kind of like your baby bass or your perch countdown. Those are great lures for bass. All right, hope I helped you sum up this world of different types of color schemes on your crankbaits. So when you walk in Cabela's, Bass Pros, Gander, any of your local outdoors and shops, you're not going to be blown away by hundreds of different types of colors on a single lure. I'm Nolan Tout from Fishing Michigan Webcam Tips, signing out.